beautiful love light. Welcome to my channel, Heart Rhythm Healing. I'm Jamie, certified Reiki master and self-proclaimed spiritual maestro. I view myself as a conductor, much like a maestro stands in front of a symphony of instruments, conducting the symphony, right? I'm a conductor of the energetics that I'm also the founder and creator of Heart Rhythm Healing. The tagline is "Stay tuned to the rhythm of your heart," for it is my divinely inspired idea that we are fully capable, fully equipped, fully able to dial into the rhythm of what makes us us and give us everything that we need energetically, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually to do what we were designed and created to do, which is heal ourselves. And so I just hold energetic space for that foundational piece to begin to take shape, the energetic healing to begin to take shape. That's why I'm a certified Reiki master. I'm a firm believer in energy, vibration, frequency. I believe that that is more real than anything that we see with our physical eyes, are all of these teeny tiny photons of light, particles, atoms, molecules, if you will, electrons, neutrons, and what am I forgetting? Protons. spiraling around each other. And that's what we are. Like, you stick your hand under a microscope, there's just these cells and energy that are like, I mean, it looks physical, right? But we're not physical. That's just an illusion. And so my heart, one of my purposes, I feel, is to really begin to see through the illusions that exist around us and really dig into what's true, what's authentic, what's real in this world. What is real, y'all? What's real? What's real to you? For me, I've talked about this on this channel before. My top 3 things. Number 1 is love. Love, unconditional, true, authentic love. Not the like, oh, you make me feel so good. Thank you so much. Gosh, I just love you. Yeah, that's part of it. But even to be in the space of like, and I love you, but I still love you because you are worthy of love. You don't have to do anything to make me feel comfortable or safe. That's my job. So that's the kind of love I'm talking about. Second is truth, authenticity. What's real, y'all? And then sovereignty, freedom. I am sovereign. There's no one except for me and whatever I believe in that rules over me. And even that is debatable. I don't think God wants to rule over you. God wants relationship with you. God loves you, whatever that is for you. Universe, so I call it infinite spirit. Infinite spirit, divine creator and connector of the all, the oneness, the one true heart. That's where I stand. I have no problems with any religion. I really don't. It's just not for me. And I love Jesus or Yeshua, whatever you want to call. But I'm not religious, y'all. I'm going to leave that there and move on. So we are talking in this space about the Mayan Galactic Calendar because the more I dive into it, the more I just absolutely fall in love with it. And I'm so excited to be in here today because the connections that I made between the Galactic Activation Portal yesterday and calling in the element of fire to purify and transmute and ignite, like what did I write down? Our light body. Excuse me, y'all. Oh my goodness. I just ate. So anyway, and I have my 2 drinks. I have my super greens in here all mixed together, and then I have good old-fashioned water. All right, so that I can nourish my physical body, right? Like I want to make sure I'm nourishing my energy body on the regular. And I also want to make sure I'm nourishing my physical body, because there are components that make up our human flesh, this physical vehicle or vessel or temple that we find our treasure, our treasure of spirit and energy that animates us, right? So I want to tend to that. And that's part of everything that I'm flowing toward, is like really like bringing all of that together. And y'all, I don't know that you really understand. Like for me, this isn't the beginning. I've actually been like working toward this for several years. However, this is the beginning of me being public about what I'm doing. And so we are really at like the ground floor level. And if you want to jump all the way in with me, there's several different ways that you can do that. I've had a couple people reach out to me, and I just want to take a minute to say thank you. Nothing is more important to me than relationship and other people. I have been a lover of people for as long as I can remember. I just have always just really been in awe of all of us, just fascinated by how wonderful and weird and wild we all are. And I just love that. I love people. I'm a people person, and I love people. And I don't expect everybody to love people, because there are some people out there that they are lovable, but they're not very nice, and they're kind of selfish and self-absorbed, and without even realizing it, they do things for manipulative reasons, and have added to the like convoluted delusion that we find ourselves in, this illusion that we find ourselves in. So I recognize that we each individually have our own reactions and responses to external stimuli, right? Like whatever that is. However, my desire is to help each one of us continue to come inward and dive inward, to really begin to anchor into and recognize and resonate with and see the truth in the fact that everything is in our control. Everything. Because everything it flows from us. It's our own perception. And when I look back on and reflect upon my life and where I am today, like oftentimes, like the bad things that happened to me, the traumatic things that happened to me, I was afraid of. And I ruminated and thought about them because I didn't want those things to happen. And so I often thought about how I didn't want that to happen to me. And then it happened. And it was devastating. Like anytime you have trauma, it's devastating. It's hard, you have to like spiral out of that, right? But every single time on the outside of that, when I would reflect back on it, I would realize, wow, I really was afraid that was going to happen. And then look, it did. But instead of giving that power of like, yep, I knew it was going to happen, probably going to happen again. It was more or less like, wow, did it happen because I knew it was going to happen? And I don't know why I was able to connect that in my own life at such a young age, but I was. And so that's when from a very young age, I really did my best to start and make, I don't know how much I want to share in here, y'all, personal information, but let's just say I did some things in my youth that maybe opened that doorway for those ideas to enter in at a young age. I'll just say it that way. And I will let your imagination or knowledge kind of fill in. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, privately reach out to me. I'm an open book, y'all. I really don't keep secrets. I just am skeptical of what I should share publicly. But one-on-one in private, I'm an open book, really, truly. I have nothing to hide from anybody. I have a lot to be ashamed of, but I don't hide it. Because why? Like, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all do things that we wish we didn't do. We all have experiences that we wish didn't happen. So the whole idea is shining the light on it, like unpacking it, looking at it, letting other people, like share in that if you trust them, right? Like, because again, that truth and trust are like two sides of the same coin, or honestly, the same side of the same coin. All right. That was a really long introduction. We're going to dive into the calendar. And I always come in here right before I have to go get my kids. So hopefully I'll be able to blaze through this, but stick with me. So we're at the galactic calendar. The year we are in is the red self-existing moon year that goes from July 26, 2022 to July 25th, 2023, which is the day out of time. Or no, the next day is the day out of time. Let me check, y'all. Give me just a second. That starts July 26th. Does this end July 24th? Because I know there's a day that we don't travel through, and it's called the day out of time. But I don't know if they include that in the year. Yeah, so the calendar ends, just to show you, on Monday, July 24th. So, but it goes until July 25th of 2023, and that's the day out of time. Okay. And we'll unpack that more the closer we get to it. So we're in red self-existing moon year. That's 364 days. And then we flow down into the next level of the 65-day season. We are in the red Eastern Serpent season of instinct. So this is an opportunity for us to really dive into and explore and unpack our primal self, making sure that we get crystal clear about what our foundational primal, what's the word I'm looking for? Primal, like needs are, so that we feel safe and secure and supported. That's what this time, and we're coming close to wrapping that up. I think it ends Monday, January 23rd. So we have about a week, maybe a little more. Yeah, about 10 days, 9 days, something like that. You get my drift. To really like gain some clarity, spend some time unpacking like what are your primal foundational needs to make you feel safe and secure, and like what are you passionate about? What do you need to like really feed and fuel your power center? Like really focus on those lower chakras and pull out the information that you need to from those places. The next level is our 52-day castle of time. We are currently cycling through the green castle of enchantment. Again, getting very crystal clear about our thoughts and our words and what we're doing, because that is the loop, the alignment that needs to take place in order for deep magic to take place, is when we really gain clarity and capture and take conscious control over what we're thinking about, what are we ruminating on over and over. And so when I say what we're thinking about, I don't mean what you're consciously thinking of, although we should work to make more of our thoughts conscious. But there's a lot of unconscious, subconscious mental activity that goes on that has been deeply coded into the fabric of who you are. And it runs 90 to 95% of the show. Those are the thoughts that you need to become clear about. Like when you get triggered, that is an opportunity for you to be like, whoa, hold on a second. Why did I just get so like, and I'm talking triggered, whether it's a good trigger or a bad trigger. Inspect both of them. Like, why am I so freaking excited or happy right now? Like, what is going on inside of me that is creating this feeling? Like, what am I thinking about? What's happening? And unpack, learn more about it, if anything, so that you can create it more often. And then same on the other side, like, why am I so angry? Like, why did I just get so angry that someone just said this or this just happened? Like, it started for me with someone pulling in front of me, like making a right-hand turn as I was traveling down the street, making a right-hand turn, pulling in front of me, and then going the speed limit. Because I don't drive speed limit. Oh, it used to make me so mad. Until I finally was like, why? Like, that person's just on their, like, they're driving. They have every right to make a right-hand turn in front of me. Like, they weren't like, I mean, I would say they cut me off, but they didn't really. Like, it's not like I had to slam on my brakes or anything. I just had to slow down when I reached them because I was driving faster than them, which was just silly. Like, so now I don't really I used to have really bad road rage. And now I really, like, sometimes I'm like, really? Like, oh, okay, whatever. But I don't get, like, I don't have that energetic, angry charge that is the catalyst for change. Anger is a good emotion, y'all. I know that we have this negative view of it, and I did for a very long time, but I have since learned, like, no, anger is a powerful agent for change and a catalyst for change. But it's, again, you have to take conscious control. Why are you angry? What's the trigger? All those things. And it starts just by taking conscious control. When you feel some type of way and you don't like it, explore it. When you feel some type of way and you do like it, explore it. Learn about it. Take that conscious control. Because, again, we're in the green castle of enchantment. And the more we can speak our reality into existence, the faster it's going to get here. And then we are flowing through the 28-day lunar cycle of the resonant moon of attunement. I'm going to take this opportunity to share with you, because attunement always makes me think of the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble, which is another place that you can connect with me, where I send life force, uniquely coded healing energy to you every day. Every day at 9:00 in the morning, no matter where you are in the world, you receive that energetic transmission when you are a subscriber to the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble. There's a whole library of pre-recorded videos that you can go in and tap in whenever you need to draw in the energetics of that transmission for your benefit. And then also every Tuesday, I show up in that space live to do what I call Tune In Tuesday, where we meet. I do a card pull. I share the energetics that I feel are pertinent for that week, and then also do a guided meditation and share that life force healing energy within that space right there, so we can really steep and bathe in that energy and really allow our energetics to get clean and clear. And then again, you get those showers every day to keep that energy clear until we meet again on Tuesday. I would like to invite you into that space. If that sounds like something that you believe you would benefit from, please come over. My whole idea was to keep it super affordable for more people to take advantage of, because there was one thing that I learned when I jumped into alternative everything. It is expensive, and you don't get insurance to help you pay for it. And the vast majority of the people who really benefit the most from alternative therapy, alternative healing, energy healing, all those things, honestly, they're like the working class. And so we're all struggling to make ends meet. And I made a very difficult decision several years ago to be a stay-at-home mom. I chose to stay with my kids because when I ran the numbers, me going to work, it was going to be like costing me time and money to put my kids in daycare, because that's how expensive it is. And so my husband and I just made the decision, okay, well, if that's the case, like if I can't even earn enough to pay the daycare bill, then how about I just stay home and we'll tighten our belts and figure it out financially, so that I stay home and my husband became the sole provider of our household. And now, like, my kids are older, and I'm, contemplating like all these different ways and I have found ways to bring income into my household. I haven't done nothing, but I haven't had a like run-of-the-mill job for almost 14 years now. So I was in a really unique space where I could begin to offer this and keep it affordable. And thankfully, Spirit put it on my heart, dropped it into my vortex, that this online space was an awesome way to be able to keep it affordable for people. The energy is so much more intelligent than we are. It knows exactly where to go. It knows. And that's how it finds its way to you, because I set that intention, and that's all it takes is to use my thought energy, my heart energy to initiate that transmission, and the energy does it. It just does it. I don't know why. I don't fully understand it, but I know that it works because of the feedback that I have received from people. All of the positive things that have happened through doing these life force healing sessions within my space. So there you go. Where are we at? Oh yeah, the resonant moon of attunement. And then the next one, we're in the blue eagle wave spell, which is a 13-day cycle through all of the tones of creation. And then we have today, which is the yellow rhythmic sun day that I'm super excited about, again, because yesterday was the galactic portal and we called in that universal fire. And then here we are today. And that's what we're guided by, is universal fire. So I was like, wow, that's so rad. And I called in, like, I really felt like, so yesterday was the blue overtone storm. And I was really like connecting with this notion of like initiation by fire, the lightning bolts of fire. And then here we are again today with universal fire. So I thought that was really cool. Wanted to make sure I got that in to share with y'all. The calendar I learned about from fellow YouTuber Cassia. She has her channel, which is Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia, and I freaking love her. I love her. She's awesome. Check out her channel. All the links are in the description box. Calendars come from 13moon.com. If you're curious about your own galactic signature, that link is in the description box. The link to the harmonic.us, which is where I did the galactic activation portal meditation last night. Got a little dark in there because I use natural lighting and I did it later in the day, so lighting wasn't the best, but the energy and the information is still there. So if you want to go check that out, the link is in the description box. If you want to join the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble, the link is in the description box. And I'm also going to read from the Astro Dream Advisor. And that link is to the Blue Eagle Wave Spell. That link is also in the description box. So those are all the things. We are going to talk about our code keys for the red self-existing moon first. Those code keys, they are thread through this entire 364-day cycle. And it's really about allowing yourself to tune into the vibrational, energetic coding of these words. What are the insights that these words bring up within you? What are the associations to these words? Like what bubbles up inside of you? One of the things I shared when I talked about that the red moon code keys are purifies, universal water, and flow. One of the images that came up for me is the notion of, in Judaism, it's a mikvah. In Christianity, it's baptism. I think that there are other ways, and unfortunately, I'm not too well-versed in the religions to know what they call them, but basically it's just, like a ritual cleansing using this universal water. So take salt baths this year, like really allow your body to detoxify. Go, swim in the river, swim in the lake, swim in the ocean if you can. Even, go dance in the rain or go stand in the rain, especially thunderstorms, but be safe about it. The code keys of self-existing, that tone of creation, are define, measure, and form. Those are threaded through this entire 364-day cycle. And then we drop down into the 28-day lunar cycle. So until Monday, February 6th, these code keys are active and able to be coded into our DNA and our light body makeup. They are channel, inspire, and of course attunement, because we are in the resonant moon of attunement. So channel, inspire, attunement. Really sit with those words, allow the energetics to flow, and see what bubbles up for you. Blue Eagle Wave Spell for the next several days. Let's see, until Friday, January 20th. We have creates, vision, and mind. And today we have the Yellow Rhythmic Sun. So I'm going to read to you about that as quickly as I can because I need to go. All right. So this is tribe 0 and tribe 20, because I think we'll read in here. I've actually done a yellow Sunday already. So I'm recalling the information of being here, which is cool, right? That means I'm learning. So it's where every ending leads into a new beginning, right? Like, so there's when something ends, it flows into something else. So that's the notion of the yellow sun is the ending and the beginning. It's the 0 point. Yellow, the yellow tribes are associated with the direction south, and the code key for that direction and color is ripens. So we've been on this 4-day cycle through, and it's a counterclockwise cycle through all the directional colors, and we're in yellow. And again, today is ripens. So what's ripening? What fruit is ripening for you today? Pick it, eat it, enjoy it. Beautiful love lights. All right. The 3 code keys for yellow sun are, I invite you to close your eyes. You don't have to if it's safe for you to do so. And I really just want these words, the vibrational quality of these words, to like enter into your energetic space, right? So if you're in a safe spot to do so, I invite you to close your eyes. Enlightens, universal fire, life. So those are the 3 code keys that go along with yellow sun. Enlightens, universal fire, and life. The quote comes from Hafiz, and it is, quote, "One day the sun admitted, I am just a shadow. I wish I could show you the infinite incandescence that has cast my brilliant image. I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness, the astonishing light of your own being." End quote. I love that. Remember, like when you're surrounded by darkness, maybe it's because you're the one who's the light. Just a thought for you to ponder. Yellow sun provokes us to honor the solar life force that sustains our planetary whole. As our local star, the sun is the lens through which we receive radiant emanations of energy, information transmitted from the center of the galaxy, the Mayans call Hunab Ku. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let us receive the majesty of this universal fire, that it may ignite and enlighten our inner sun, which is your solar plexus, right at your diaphragm. I just lost my place. Our inner sun, our internal source of divine light. May we awaken to the precious reality of who we truly are. Sparks of the same great fire of life, which illuminates eternity. That's who we truly are. Sparks of the same great fire of life, which illuminates eternity. Makes me excited. Yellow sun signifies both 0 and 20, like I talked about at the beginning, right? The beginning and the end, presenting a union of formless potential and formed wholeness, nothingness, and totality. 0 is empty so that it may hold everything. When we hold to nothing, no prides or fears, we consciously merge with life's totality. By releasing all the layers of personal identification and conditioning, i.e., programming, we can rest in the sacred emptiness of our essence, pure life. Okay, I also want to throw in brainwashing, y'all. Like, there was a time when I was brainwashed, and I believe that many of us have been brainwashed, conditioned, programmed, brainwashing, all the same. So I really encourage you to become conscious of the fact that you are likely conditioned, programmed, brainwashed. Be okay with it. Just figure it out. Is that really truly what you think and believe? Why? Is it true? Like, dive in. Take life by the horns, y'all. Pure life. We can rest in the sacred emptiness of our essence. Pure life. Foregoing the attainment of concepts of enlightenment. I'll say that again. Foregoing the attainment of concepts of enlightenment, we can discover our true nature is enlightened. I feel like that's a mic drop moment. Like, boom. Let us release the striving. Oh, let me reread that. Let us release the striving for betterment and accept the awesome actuality that already is. Allow the universal fire to burn away doubt and debate. All questions are answered by the searing truth of that which we've always been, the zero, formless consciousness, wholeness. The quote at the end is from Dogen, a 13th century Zen master, and it is, quote, "To let the self be awakened by all things is enlightenment." What do you need to awaken to? Do you have the courage to allow it? The answer is yes, but you have to know that. All right. And I'm here to remind you, you are a courageous, brave soul, whether you realize it or not. All right, tone 6, the rhythmic tone of creation. Those code keys, again, if you would humor me, close your eyes and allow the vibrational quality of these words to just flow into your energetic vortex and see what insights pop up or how it makes you feel or whatever like flows as it resonates through. So the rhythmic tone of creation, the code keys are organize, balance, equality. The quote comes from Hazrat Inayat Khan, and the quote is, "Music is behind life and rules life. From music springs all life. The whole creation exists in rhythm, and in a general phrase, it may be said that there is one common source of human disease, and that is disorder in rhythm." End quote. All life on earth, including the rhythms of our body, are influenced by the rhythms of ever-changing combinations of celestial movements. Daytime, for example, offers high energy of the sun for outward exertion and communication. Nighttime conversely welcomes the deepening of intuition, supporting expansive internal processes. By noticing the fluctuations of nature, we can receive the support of its cycles to enhance our endeavors. As we give attention to our personal rhythms, we can actualize deeper levels of organic balance, both physically and emotionally. I would also say mentally and energetically and spiritually too, but they just say physically and emotionally. A sense of balance can be achieved by accepting that life is a process, an ongoing motion requiring dynamic organization and reorganization, a sacred juggling act. Okay, so I really love that. Like, I think it's funny that we think that things are going to somehow get organized. Like, yes, in a way, but we are going to need to reorganize because everything is in constant motion. So we organize and reorganize. A sacred juggling act. When we organize the elements of our life, we invite efficiency and functionality into our reality. Organization assists us to streamline and coordinate, producing greater sense of ease and equilibrium. May we respect the various aspects of maintenance as the foundation which supports the art of our life. Through the eyes of equality, all moments equally contribute to the sacred balance of our lives. We are reminded that, quote, this too shall pass and this too shall return. So that's again that 0-20, right? This too shall pass, but this too shall also return. All right. The end little statement is, may we see all beings in the light of equality, finding innovative ways to enact ever greater balance with the web of life. All right, so moving forward because I'm late, y'all. The daily affirmation for today, it's in the description box if you'd like to read along with me, is I organize in order to enlighten, balancing life. I seal the matrix of universal fire with the rhythmic tone of equality. I am guided by my own power doubled. Because today's a universal fire day. It's also tone 6 day, where it's always guided 1, 6, and 11. You're always guided by your own power doubled. So day 6 from the Blue Eagle Wave Spell link that's in the description box below. The question of the day within this 13-day wave spell. So every day 6 is the same question, just so we're clear. How do I balance the male and female energies within myself in order to bring heaven to earth? Yellow sun qualities: illumination, fire, cosmic Christ consciousness, bliss, union, wholeness, unconditional love, crown chakra, ascension, solar mastery, language of light, ecstasy, limitless, bliss, enlightenment, universal fire. Discover the simple secret encoded in Yellow Sun's star glyph. You are unconditional love. This is the star glyph. You are unconditional love. The stone of indestructible liberation. Radiate that knowing in all your thoughts and actions. Love all of creation. Join the dance of light, the fundamental constant of nature, and shine forth the clarity of your true essence. There is great power in simply identifying with the light. As above, so below. You are in God, and God is in you. As you express unconditional love, you become more than you previously perceived yourself to be. You become illumined, the full manifestation of your divinity. In the embrace of your humanity, accept yourself and others unconditionally. Magnify your full presence. Yellow Sun will come in myriad forms to assist you. Be limitless. Accept and understand the nature of judgment, fear, light, and dark within yourself and others. Love and accept yourself and others as you are, freed from previous boundaries. You are the dawning of the solar age. As you move forward, as you move toward your core of light, you will find a clear light awareness that is innately innocent. In this place, the mind is restored to its original state of receptivity. I feel like that's a huge thing for this year, is the notion of receiving. For whatever reason, I really feel, I don't know if it is or if it isn't, but the red self-existing moon year and that notion of purifying and universal water and flow feels very divinely feminine to me. And the divine feminine is all about being in a place and a space of receiving. Connect to your own receptivity. What do you need to receive? How can you be a better receiver of whatever it is that's seeking to find its way to you? Just lost my place. Clarity and freedom become expressions of being, and bliss becomes the body. At this core of light, a new reality is born. From the union of the divine, They say divine masculine and feminine. I like sacred masculine and divine feminine. So that's what I'm going to say. From the union, that's not what it says in here though. From the union of the sacred masculine and divine feminine is birthed the solar androgyny of cosmic consciousness. Open your heart as a flower to the sun and become the same love that holds universes together. Woo! That's how powerful love is, y'all. It holds freaking universes together. That's it. I gotta go. All I can say is look, I hate these things. I should take them out, but I never want to. Anyway, whatever. I don't like cutting my clothes. I'm one of those weirdos, I guess. I am a weirdo. I love that. Hopefully you are a weirdo as well, because I like weirdos. I think that we make the world freaking awesome. So my fellow beautiful, weird love light, thank you for sharing your time with me. It truly is the most precious gift that we can give. And I am very, very thankful. If you're still here and you've listened to this, thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you know. I hope that you have a fantastic, abundantly blessed day. Until again, all the links are in the description box. If there's any way you want to connect with me, you are welcome to do so. I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you. And until we meet again, beautiful love light, go shine. Mwah. I love you. Bye.